Your attention is fucked, and so is mine. I'm on this kind of, I call it extreme self-improvement routine. Like, you can check out my previous videos when I talked about that, or check my community posts. I type there about there also every day. However, my kind of rule was no scrolling at all, and it was something that I really struggled with. Like, yeah, obviously sometimes I was like, I really wanna scroll but I shouldn't, but that was kind of the easy part. The worst part was when I was on my phone and opened automatically TikTok and scrolled without even realizing. And I thought that a solution to that problem would be just deleting TikTok, so I did that and it worked for a while. And then I got an Instagram DM, and instead of closing Instagram, I automatically, without thinking, without realizing that I shouldn't be doing that, went to Reels and scrolled for like 30 minutes, maybe an hour. So in yesterday's video, I talked about just telling people that I'm texting there with to start texting me on WhatsApp instead, so that wouldn't happen. And actually, one of the girls that I'm texting with actually reached out to me and gave me her number to make that possible. I posted this story where I said I won't be on Instagram for a while. If you want something, text me on WhatsApp, and delete the Instagram as well. And honestly, it's been kind of hell. This is the only thing that will really make you realize how much addicted you actually are. Okay, this may be gonna sound a little weird. Maybe just going to take a shit without scrolling will feel probably weird. Just sitting there not knowing what to do. So actually, it was my first day of that today in a while, and it kind of feels like a part of you is missing. But honestly, it still feels better than the realization about the scrolling in the middle of a doom scrolling session. So I guess it was a good trade-off. However, I'm not planning on installing it back. I'm not planning on scrolling for a while now. However, even if I don't scroll, I still catch myself on phone, even just checking time 40 times a minute, literally, when I'm walking on the street or whatever, because it just feels weird. It feels like you don't fit in society when you're not holding a phone. But if you're watching this video and you don't know me personally, the chances are not being part of the modern society is something you're exactly looking for. So I don't know what about you, but I'll just try to not just stop scrolling, but limit my screen time to as low as I can. I won't be like those people that just answer once a week, but I'll try to at least avoid the screen time that doesn't even bring me any value, such as checking the time as I mentioned or whatever. And it's when I'm not scrolling on TikTok, I catch myself even just scrolling through the pages on your phone or whatever it's called, where you have apps and stuff, or maybe sometimes just scrolling through chats instead or whatever. I caught myself scrolling through my gallery. Not only short form content like Reels or TikTok or whatever is nowadays designed to satisfy your extremely low attention span. It's basically everything. Even if you just look at the news, it's over edited. Something new is happening there every 5 seconds, and it's not even designed for my generation mostly. It's for our parents probably. I assume you're about as old as me. If you're watching this, maybe you're a bit younger, maybe you're a bit older. But you probably still agree with me, right? This sliding text in the bottom, those animations and stuff. I feel everything nowadays is designed to be as addictive as possible. And the worst thing is that it's way harder to get rid of those addictions than it is to get addicted to it, obviously. So now, basically every healthy habit has to feel forced. Opening a book instead of TikTok feels forced. Filming a video instead of watching one feels forced. Making your own healthy meal instead of just buying something from the grocery stores that has 50 ingredients you've never heard of, yet still basically no nutritional value. I was at work today, and this is actually something I listened to. It was a video from Hamza, where he was talking about that if you want to eat healthy and live all the benefits of it, your diet should look like you should be able to name on the spot all the ingredients you eat. So if you turn around some, I don't know, you probably won't be able to name all those 40 ingredients that, this is something I used to drink a few months ago, so it might sound a little hypocritical. But if you buy some zero sugar energy drink, you probably won't be able to name those ingredients and artificial sweeteners that basically sound like some tongue twisters. I remember he also talked about on this diet when he basically eats sweet potatoes, meat and stuff like that. When he adds some new ingredient into his diet, he can feel the benefits of it. It was a really good video. I recommend you find it. Anyway, back to the topic. The value that I was trying to share was that if your day doesn't feel forced, you're probably doing something wrong. And like, if you all of a sudden stop scrolling, deleted all social media, you'll notice that the day basically feels like 3 times longer, or at least that's how I feel like. However, if you like watch long form content, which is fine in my opinion, if you're learning something from it, that's the important part, don't forget that. Watch only something educational that's gonna give you some value. Try to look for something non-edited, like maybe if you're watching Hamza, since I talked about him, don't watch like his main over-edited channel. Watch like Hamza Advanced or Hamza Unfiltered or whatever. You can look at Shimon Davis. It's someone I already mentioned in one of my videos. Well, there's basically a ton of self-improvement creators. Like, if you stumbled onto my videos, you probably know about them, or you get like your own favorite creators that you watch. I mean, like, you'll find yourself sitting there and not knowing what to do, just looking at the wall or looking at the ceiling, and at least it will give you the motivation to just meditate. Like obviously it depends where you are sitting, where you are looking at that wall or at that ceiling, but if you don't have anything else to do and you don't have to pay attention to anything, just meditate for a bit. Like do your own research, but at least what I do is like, if I got 2-3 minutes and quiet, I just meditate. Like, anyway, I wouldn't use this free time any better. However, although this video will be probably like 7 minutes long, because sometimes it takes me a while to think of what to say next and how to make it sound good, or sometimes I just mispronounce something completely too many times to keep it in the video, but I assume it will be like 6, 7, maybe 8 minutes. However, thank you for watching, go take action, and good luck, bye.